Okay, so this is something I've never done, but I think I'm going to do it today, maybe. I'm going to pickle on this system here. PS5. I've never never taken apart or bought a PS5 or any Xbox One Series S or X to take apart and sell parts off of. Never done it. I've always just sold them to, most of them they were always working. So this fully works, but it's got a big however. Big, huge however. But it's still fun. However, it's account locked, meaning that somebody bought this and then did something for it. Yeah. So, yeah, I've never bought one for like parts. I just stopped at PS4s and then went on so many different other directions. So if somebody bought this somewhere, I picked it up. You can get online. No, you can connect to the internet. You can do your updates. You cannot log into your account. So you can't play any game that has a login. So this is great for like PS4 games, PS5 games that you're offline only. And this fully works. Other than the fact that it was... So I was looking to see how much the parts were selling for these. I was kind of shocked, even the broken board. So this is... And I learned something else new today. This is a 1215A. They reused the numbers. I never knew that. This is a CFI 1215A. So the big three, the original PS4, is the 1001A, the dreaded 1115A, and then the 1215A. But this is actually a 1215A, but it's CFI. Never been opened. I don't even know how to open it. Fully works, so right now I really don't want to take it apart. Oh, and we also have this too. I got this Death Stranding 2 within not even a month. It already drifts. This one it just goes in circles. So this would be also something. It's really cool. It's kind of wimpy compared to the original Death Stranding controller. I had the whole setup there. This one's a little bit more wimpier than that, but still cool. But it needs something as well. So there was two options. One was just to sell it like this. The other is just break all that apart and just sell that separate. But for now, we're going to turn it on. I don't even remember. I got my big TV going here, so we're going to use that. My other option, I was going to keep this just to play PS4 games, but I don't have time. Well, I do, but... Alright, so we're going to plug this in. I got a Fire TV, which I like. Big fan of the Fire TV. I've had so many PS4s, but never PS5s except for this one for parts. And technically this works. This drives on these. The power supplies are all selling for quite the amount. And then even the motherboard on these not working was selling for quite the amount. I was like, whoa. So it's always cheaper to break something apart and sell it, as opposed to selling it like this. It's just, it takes a long time to do it. But let's see. Let's get out of some sort of island here. let's find, let's see if we can turn this on. And again, this should fully work. I had it set up, but it probably needs an update, so we'll check for the update. It's the original 1215A. I don't think there must have been earlier versions of this. I don't know if it's in the same category as the 3 of the PS4 or not. So we're going to use this controller. So now we're in. So what I need to do, get it set up, but you cannot. We'll show you. We're just going to go through setup right now. Isn't connected in settings, set up the internet. Okay, so we'll set up that first. Look down there. Set it up, and then we'll see if there's always an update. So I have to think. All right, let's see if it's going to connect. Having trouble with my Series S. I have a Series S. Oh, it's doing the same thing. It's not letting me connect to my Wi-Fi for Cox. It's saying it's something changed on it. This does connect though. We'll get there in a minute. Let's keep looking at it there for now. Look at that. I got a plan B, so. I forgot the code now. I don't think that's it either. I just switched around internets and not internets, but just reset it. Nope, that's not right. Jam me up here. We'll throw a game in it so you can play the games on it. Signal might be too weak. For some reason, I don't know what happened with that. It says it's connected. Really, no need to be. The only reason I want to get on the internet was so I could update this. I can use because you really can't use the internet other than updating. Let's see what the firmware on this is right now. Let's look at the firmware on it. Let's take a peek. Where is storage? No, we know it's storage. It's 8875. System council information. So the firmware on this is what? 26.01. I can do this too. 2601. I don't need to reset it. I need to get one of my Wi-Fi's to work. I forgot the password of the other one. Do this. Probably take me a minute. going to use Ethernet. That's the easiest way to do it. But the Wi-Fi does work. I just got to get it. Let's hit it with some Ethernet. That's the easiest way to do it. Alright, so now the LAN's connected. There. So I can show you what I mean by account locked. Maybe I'll do it right now. So network setting. Oop. Set up with wire. That's what I want. Wired. Yeah, connect. I'm not ready. Alright, there's the system update. See, it just popped up in that corner. So we're on Ethernet for now. The quickest way to do it. So we need to update, which should give me a notification. And we're updating right now. System software. Again, you can connect to the internet, but you can't do anything else other than update. We'll show you what happens. I don't know, maybe I won't take it apart. Because this is great for a PS4 game player. Ready to install. So let's see. So we are on update. The system will be updated. Yes, update. So the internal serial number is somehow blocked through PlayStation. Because whoever had this console before me either purchased it and then either had a bank cancel or something where they didn't cost the money to get that. But then Sony shut them off. So that's how it got out. There's no way to contact Sony or anything, even though I'm a different owner, to say, hey, is there any way you can unblock this for me? I've never been able to find that. So it's just what it is. What it is, actually. It's a fun game I want to try, though. I may have changed my mind altogether here. This game I want to check out. Yesterday I played 3 hours of a game called Still Water or something. It's just a non-stop running. You're always running. What is it called again? Still Waken the Water. It's really fun. You don't kill anything. You just run, and you're on an oil drill in the middle of the ocean, and you hit something that's of a different sort of a creature. It gets in the oil rig. It's really cool. It's just running. You just run, duck, sneak. It's a sneaky game almost, but not quite sneaky though. I don't really like Outlast or any of those kind of games. I'm not that kind of a sneaky game guy. But this one's different. It's not quite sneaky. You just run. And it's really easy. So you're not really ever... See, there it is. There it is right there. Permanently or temporarily suspended. So it will not do that. Okay. So this could, again, just be my PS4 station. Because, of course, you can play. Can't go in, can't log in. You can't go to the PlayStation Store. So I can get PS5 games, which actually I was doing for a while. I have a Pro over there. Not much difference. It doesn't have the disc drive though. This one does. And the only thing about getting disc drives is if you don't like the game, which I usually don't, I can resell it. Well, PS5 Pro, it's all digital, so you can't get there. So it keeps you. Oop, I can get out of this though somehow. I can get out of this somehow. Well, at least I thought I could. Hold on a second. Yeah. What happened? No, it ain't gonna go. It's not gonna go anywhere. Should be fine. Alright, so this is what it does, but no, you can get to the regular screen. How do I do that again? Hold on, so we're gonna have to do something different here. Let's shut it down. Now I have to remember myself. I was using this for the longest time. Well, not longest time, maybe 6 months. And I was getting PS5 games at that time when they were coming out to play. But you could never go online. So I needed a game, Death Stranding 2, which I ended up putting on my PS5 Pro, 110 hours, which is craziness. I originally played Death Stranding 2 on this, not hooked onto the internet, at 40 hours. That means I put between the 110 and 40 hours, almost a lot of hours on, because I wanted to log on and play it again, because you can do a lot more that way. So, because the thing, like I said, you can't connect to anything. So no multiplayer, none of that. But it's perfect for offline. I should be able to get there now, I think. Oh, I hate the part with this. So I should just go in user and it should just get me, yeah. See, I'm off that screen now. As long as I don't try to go online, it should, the system is update. So I've got the newest firmware on here. So that's cool. This goes this way or that way, I forget. It's gotta be that way. No, I think it's the other way. It is the other way. I always do that, it's backwards. It goes this way. There it is. That's the noise you're supposed to hear. It sounds like a train. The PS4 does the same sound. So technically this is just a PS4 system. Downloads, he talks about downloads and stuff, but I can't. Again, this fully works. And this controller works, just needs a knob. So for now we're just gonna talk about account locked. And that's what you can and you cannot do. Other than that, it's good to go. So for now, we're just going to leave it as we have it.